Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. Okay, let's take a look at the S&P 500 for the new year. Right? January, what, 3rd? January 3rd. Monday, January 3rd. Okay? So that's this right there. Okay? Nice run up. It bounced off the 50-day moving average about whatever week and a half worth of trading ago. Again, we're looking at the daily chart here, ES. You can also trade the MES. Okay, guys and gals, you can trade that one. Nice product. Okay. So it came up, started tracking sideways a little bit. Very typical. See this all the time. Happens all the time. Comes up, tracks sideways. See that? Comes up, tracks sideways, 3 days. Happens all the time. It's the same pattern over and over. Look at this one. Came up, tracked sideways for 3 to 4 days, and then back down. Okay. All right. So let's talk about these cycles. Then I'll just talk about my general overall sense of the market. Okay. So that market is, that cycle ends on February 7th. Way over here, guys. These cycles have been really good, guys. Look at this one. Ended up, this is the daily cycle, by the way. I got the daily drawing set here. I got different drawing sets depending on which one we're talking about. But right now we're talking about the daily. Okay. Look at that cycle right there, that little red one. Ended on December 1st. Dead nuts perfect. Bam, right down into it. This one, boom. So we've got 2 daily cycles here. Got a green one and the red one. Okay. So this cycle here, which, let's see, when did it end? December 22nd. That was on December 20th. So really good there within a day or two of that one, right? So something around January 13th. Would expect prices to either stall or come down a little bit into that time frame. And then the other one is February 7th. Okay, so just keep those in mind. January 13th here, February 7th here. Also this one right here, which is going to be really close to the February 7th one, February 3rd. Okay, so right in this area here, guys, February 3rd, 2nd through like the 8th maybe, would be an area you want to be aware that prices could decline into that, right? And then there's something here, January 13th, prices could decline there too. But for right now, the market looks strong, okay? I'm not, I put out a video yesterday about a really long-term monthly cycles that talked about, the middle of 2022 all the way out to like the middle of 2024, what I thought would be a time of risk. But that doesn't, I said yesterday, that doesn't mean prices are just going to go down. We could easily hit monster all-time highs, okay, before then. But with interest rates that are going to be increased, we'll just see how the market responds, right? I would think that the interest rates going up are gonna cool the market a little bit at least, which could be translated into meaning the market doesn't go up as fast as it used to, but it could still go up to all-time highs. Okay. Like I believe that there's a good chance with the Fed once again manipulating markets. Increasing interest rates to save all of us from catastrophe. That it will have an effect on the stock market, a negative impact on the stock market. It all comes down to how negative. So overall, long term, yesterday I didn't talk about the Fed, but I just talked about long term, my sense. But for now, on the daily cycles, okay, yeah, the market continues to look strong. This just looks strong to me. Okay, until it changes and does something else, it's still going to be strong. Okay, even during back here, came down to the 50 touch, came up, came down to 50 touch. It didn't blast. We didn't have some huge, massive breakdown in the market. Even back in the September-October quarterly expiration, it did get, it got below pretty good here. This event was a pretty significant event, but it wasn't a bear market, right? I think it was like 6% at the maximum. I mean, I don't even know if that qualifies as a correction. So, pullback, yeah, strong pullback. We'll call that a strong pullback. That's what this was. Strong pullback, not even a correction. Okay, correction I think is like 10%, I think. Okay. So we didn't even have that. So I don't see, oh my gosh, watch out, the sky is falling. I still, the market's got to show it, and the market's not showing that. The market still looks strong. 50-day moving average still going up. Okay. Just be mindful that on January 13th as we approach that day, and then like I said, maybe February 2nd through kind of like maybe the 14th or the second week of February. Just be mindful of those dates, that one and this one, that prices could decline into those cycle lows. Okay, so be aware of that. Let's look at the monthly. Well, still monster. What are you gonna say to that? 4,800 monster mash. Okay, what was today? The high today was 47.91, basically 4,800, right? This huge amplitude is just ridiculous. Okay. Now, on monthly, I talked about this yesterday too in my monthly video for 2022-2024. I talked about this divergence. There's a divergence there, and there's no getting around it. There is a divergence in S&P 500. These indicators show it. Price is going this way, but the indicators are going down. Okay, massive divergence. So what is? Let me just switch over to the monthly. So there's the monthly, which for me there's one way out here at like June 30th, 2022. Makes sense. Okay, so there could be something right there in the middle of the summer, middle of the summer this year. Okay, for a monthly time frame. At some point, the stock market will come down. Whenever that is, okay, it'll come down, touch this line, and that's gonna be 1,000-point drop, folks, or more. So that'll happen. When? I don't know, but it'll happen. Okay, let's look at the weekly. Yep. Just keeping the gap, Just keeping the gap. Just keeping that gap. It just, gave a little, and it's keeping the gap. Right? It narrowed here, but it never came down and touched it. It's nowhere near the 50-week moving average. So this looks strong to me for now. Little something there, but looks strong enough to me. Market still looks strong. Today was okay. Now I'm gonna go back to the daily. If you want to see the hourly chart and the 5-minute chart, which I'm going to show today, become a member. $5.99. Can't give it away any cheaper than that. Okay. And as time goes on, I'll start covering the other products again too, like crude and gold and wheat and oats. Okay. So there's other products I cover that I don't share with the public. So if you want that, $5.99. Okay. Super cheap, guys. Not going to get any cheaper than that. All right. I think right now, just finishing up as I get ready to go to the hourly chart for the members, I think for right now, market still looks strong. It has a couple of divergence warnings here, but they could be false flags because we just came out of this massive low and just came out of it and peaking out up here. So we'll see. This little stall that's going on right here, totally expected as far as I'm concerned. And I could see the prices either stalling or coming down into that right around in this time frame, which is, like I said, the 13th through the 17th. Expect something to happen around there, okay? Okay, premium members, look at the hourly chart here. What happened today? Let me switch over to the hourly because it's been a while since I looked. There we go. There we goes. Let me just crunch this up a little bit. Yeah, the hourly chart really is still fairly accurate here. I mean, that was going to be 4 o'clock today, and the low was at about 8 o'clock this morning. Okay, considering that this cycle is how many cycles? 42 hours long, so it's a pretty long cycle. Okay, just trying to see if I need to make an adjustment to this cycle. It's not too bad. You know, knowing that there was going to be a cycle low here, pretty helpful. Okay. What am I looking at here today? Well, last night was pretty junky most of the night. And then 3 a.m. there's a little something. This was definitely tradable. That was tradable. And honestly, so was that. But with the cycle low being right here on the hourly, yeah, I'd be a little cautious about trading long. Let me just see. Let me look at this hourly while I'm doing this video. Let's rework this. Let's rework this cycle a little bit. Not that I think it needs to be reworked. I just want to see if there's something better. Like if I pull from right here back to there, what do we get? It's not great right there. That's a little stronger. Kind of gives it up back there. And way over here, this is probably about what I just had. So yeah, that's pretty good actually. Change this to yellow. It's pretty good right about there. Yeah, I like it here, here. Hits a little bit right there is pretty good, and then this little low right into here. So on hourly, I think this is pretty good. See, did anything move? Yeah, 40 hours. Went from 42 to 40. So the hourly cycle tightened up a little bit. So let's look and see, where does it put this one? So the next hourly low would be January 4th at about noon Texas time, okay? So just be aware of that for those short-term traders. January 4th, noon Texas time, CST, Central Standard Time here in the United States, okay? So that's what that is. I would expect to see prices stall or come down into this time frame. Okay, look here, look at that. There. A little off, but that's okay. Here. Okay. Very useful, guys, right? Okay, let's look at the 5-minute. Let me save that. Oh, you know, I don't think I have to save it. Let me just see what it did here. Default, back to hourly. Yeah, looks good. Okay. You gotta watch these charts sometimes. They get a little wacky. Okay, I don't think I have a 5-minute, and I'm not even gonna bother. So ignore these cycles right here for now, guys. I just want to see how the day went. So started way over here. Okay. Started way over here. Nice little gap up there. Okay. There. Yeah. That was definitely tradable. Right in this section was kind of nice. With as strong as the market was, I would have traded that. Okay. And I'd trade this too. So as strong as the market is, guys, at the moment anyway, I just traded all these sections right here. You know. Again, once you get to that second green candlestick, okay? Once you get to this guy, just let it rip. Just take a small position, be conservative, and see how it plays out. I'd trade that one right there. Okay, it's above the 50, and oh my gosh, off to the races. Okay, really nice. Look at all that. That's some nice trading there. Okay, so that's my take on the S&P 500, guys and gals, members. Okay, I think we got, you know, short term. I think we got something coming up on January 4th. Well, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the 5-minute. Let me switch over to the hourly. Yeah, January 4th, about noon Texas time. Okay, right there. I think there's a little something going to happen right there. Prices maybe stall or decline down into that, so be aware of that as you approach that time. And then on the daily, switch over to the daily drawing set. On the daily, just be aware that, you know, I think cyclically, you know, you got something here like January 13th, and then again you got something right around, I think the 3rd, maybe like the 12th through the 18th. Okay, kind of in that area. Okay, so just be aware of that. 12 through 18, kind of an area to be aware of. I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, my bad. Let's do February 2nd, sorry. So this cycle low and this cycle low. Okay, so February, so that'd be like 2-2 through like 2-8. Okay, that's these two guys right here, basically. Be really aware of that period right in there. Okay, and then this one is January 13th. Okay, so that's 113. All right. There you go, guys and gals. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you all real soon again next time.